Welcome everyone to our Cyber Seniors webinar today, where we're going to be learning about using hotspots. So firstly, what is a personal hotspot? A hotspot is an internet access point that can be set up on a device and used by other devices to connect to the internet. A hotspot essentially works as a portable Wi-Fi router. So now to use a hotspot. Hotspots can be created using your phone or other device with a data plan. Portable hotspots that use their own data plan can also be bought to access to internet on the go. That being said, to use a hotspot with a mobile device, you must have a cellular data plan. So with a cellular data provider like in Canada, Virgin, Rogers as well, or in the US, Cogeco or Chatter Mobile or things like that. Now, portable internet hotspots. Portable hotspots run on a paid data plan, as I just mentioned. Hotspots can be bought on a pay as you go plan or a prepaid plan. Portable hotspots are great if you are consistently using the internet on a computer or tablet outside the range of regular Wi Fi. So maybe if you're on vacation and you don't have access to a Wi Fi router, you can use a hotspot that's on your phone for like a mobile Wi Fi connection. Now, buying a portable hotspot. If you are interested in purchasing a personal hotspot, this Wirecutter article is a great place to start. If I just quickly show you what those look like. The Wi-Fi hotspots, they're like small little gadgets that have Wi-Fi built in and you can use the screen. So they start at like 150 to $200 and up. So I would recommend going with like one of the $200 ones, which has good functionalities. And they usually have 10 gigabytes of data a month, or more, depending on how much you pay for them. Like the 336 one is a 5G one, so the hotspot will be a bit faster with 5G technology, whereas this one is 4G LTE. And now to create a hotspot on your device. If you do not need to use internet on the go regularly, you may be better off just using a personal hotspot setup using your cell phone, again, which requires a data plan. Can my device be a hotspot? Hotspots can be created on most devices that have an internet connection. Hotspots are most commonly created on smartphones with a data plan when Wi Fi isn't available. Now, here are some cons of using your phone as a hotspot. The expense. Most smartphones are locked into a particular network. If you're traveling outside of your service provider's network, roaming can be quite costly, especially when you are connected to your hotspot. Also, drainage. Using your phone as a hotspot is a big drain on your battery. So, if you're committed to a long day of online meetings or research, this can be quite inconvenient, and you're probably better off just figuring out a way to use Wi Fi at that point. Also, the unavailability. If your phone is tethered, you may not be able to receive phone calls or messages. And there's also some limitations as it's not always possible to tether multiple devices to your phone. Now for hotspot security. Hotspots can be a safe alternative to being connected to public Wi-Fi networks like you're in a coffee shop because those networks aren't usually protected, but the hotspot is. The main risk of setting up a personal hotspot is that others within your vicinity can connect to the network you set up. But if you want to prevent this from happening, we recommend that you create a password protected hotspot, which you can do in the settings of your phone. Now, creating a hotspot on the iPhone. If you are an iPhone user, the first step for creating a hotspot is to go to your settings app, which is the gray gear icon, as you can see here on the screen. Now, within your settings, you should see the personal hotspot setting, which is the fifth option. Now, to when you click on the personal hotspot section, you will have the option to turn your hotspot on by flipping the gray switch. and also create a password protection for your hotspot network. Now, once the hotspot is turned on other devices will be able to begin joining the network. Other devices can be connected to this hotspot via Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or even a USB cable. Now, if you're trying to use a hotspot using another Apple product that is signed into the same Apple ID, you do not need to turn on the hotspot to join. You can simply go to your Wi-Fi options and look for it under personal hotspots, as you can see here. Now, if you are not connecting using a sync device, you can go to your Wi-Fi settings and you will see the hotspot listed under your available networks. The symbol indicates it is a hotspot network. It's like two little paper clips bonded together. And now creating a hotspot on Android devices. To create a hotspot using an Android device, you will also start by opening your settings app, which is the blue gear icon. This may be a little bit different across different kinds of Android devices. So to create a hotspot on Android, you'll go to the network and internet sections of the settings app where it says connected devices or network and internet. And then you'll go to hotspot and tethering. From here, you can choose to either create a USB tether or a Bluetooth tether. USB will require you to plug in. Bluetooth will require you to connect to hotspot as a Wi-Fi network. I prefer the Bluetooth since it's just one less cable to deal with. Now creating a hotspot on Android. Lastly, if you choose to connect using Bluetooth, you will have to set up a password for the network. You can also set the hotspot to automatically turn off if no devices are connected to it. That can save you some battery life and some data as well. So just type in the hotspot password and you can choose to turn off the hotspot automatically on Android devices. Now, the speed of using a hotspot. Using the hotspot of a mobile device can be significantly slower than using Wi Fi or a portable hotspot device. If you are only hotspotting to do simple tasks like check your email, check social media, it won't really matter. But if you plan to stream audio or video, you will want a faster connection, which can be achieved either using a cable or a Wi Fi or a portable hotspot. Now, the cost. Hotspotting off your phone can get pricey if you do not have an unlimited data plan. Because hotspotting uses more data than would be used by doing the same action on the device being hotspotted off of. So be cautious when using hotspots if you do not have a large data. And finally, I'll be conducting a live demonstration on my iPhone to show you how to use a hotspot. So now to get set up with a hotspot on your iPhone, right here I'm just at my home screen where I can see all my apps. Those are the little icon images. So I want to look for the settings icon, which is the gray one right here. Okay, so just quickly tap on that settings icon to open the settings. And now you're going to see that the fifth option in settings is personal hotspot. So you want to click on personal hotspot and to turn it on, just click allow others to join. And you can now set up a Wi-Fi password for your hotspot like so. Just type it in with the on-screen keyboard. And then once you're done, hit done at the top right corner. You can, with Apple, you can also maximize the compatibility which means that internet performance may be reduced for devices connected to your hotspot when turned off. So you can connect with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or USB. So what I'm going to do is connect using Wi-Fi. So now that my hotspot is on, we can leave the settings app. And now I'm going to show you how you will connect to your hotspot from another device other than the one you're hotspotting off of. So now to my Windows computer. As you can see is my desktop screen here. So same thing, I'm going to want to look for the settings app on my computer to get connected to Wi-Fi. So you can go to the start menu and type in settings and click that option that comes up, settings. And now that we're in Windows settings, what we can do is go to the network and internet section of settings. That's the fourth option. Click there. And right now I'm connected to my Ethernet Wi-Fi. But if I do want to connect to Wi-Fi, you will select the Wi-Fi button at the bottom left corner and then click Show Available Networks. And then in the network list at the bottom right corner, you'll be able to see all the available networks. And you should be able to see somewhere here the hotspot for your iPhone or Android device or your personal hotspot device. So I think mine should be named Goat. So mine is right here. This is my hotspot. So if you just click on that hotspot and click connect, you can choose whether or not you want to connect automatically and hit connect, and you should be good to go with your hotspot. All right, so that brings us to the end of our hotspot presentation today. I hope you guys found it helpful.